Federal Reserve cutting rates by 25 basis points, but the big question is, has QE restarted, or is it just not QE, or does it even matter here? It is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. If you guys have not done so, you can give the video a like if you like it. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. I always love trading the FOMC with the volatility here, and nicely. Just happy here to see that the market is trying to trend a little bit here and break out of this range. Finally, when it does, there will be a pretty massive move. As we've said many times here over the last couple of days, it's not going to be a 70-point move. It's going to be more like 270. Very, 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 very tight here. We talked about the 4-hour yesterday, and really getting into that right now. So we're under that top Bollinger Band there. That should start to expand as we press up against it there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. A lot of the time the real move can happen the Thursday after, as there's just a lot of hedging that takes place here. Hedging and unhedging, things of that nature on the FOMC. But right now we'll just keep it simple. All you really need to worry about right now is SPY 685. We got about 10 minutes left in the day here, and we are dipping just a little bit. You can see the Qs actually. You see this white line here. We went right into that, and that is the daily trend line. That's basically the bull market trend line from the end of May, and that's what we've been trying to get above here for a while. So that will tell us a lot if we can pop through that. There is a pretty large, tail and deep positive gamma tomorrow at QQQ 635. And dealers appear to be long at every strike right now. Now this can change overnight. Again, there's lots of hedges and things like that do roll off and roll on and so forth. But I would say give the market the benefit of the doubt, as long as I'm just going to use the spiders here. 685. We'll just go to a 10-minute here. This is a level that we've been trying to get above. We got above it last Friday. We couldn't hold it. And it's a level that we've been trying to get above for a while here. And as long as it's holding that on any sort of back test or a trap, I would give the market the benefit of the doubt. And you can see here we did get to, on the cash, 6,900. We couldn't get there last Friday. All right, we got close. But we did tag it here today. And this is a nice little FOMC day. We had an ES long runner that we were holding last night. And we were able to get back in on this little retest right here. And it took us higher. So nonetheless, market's holding up pretty well. They're going to be doing $40 billion a month in T-bill buys. And as long as right now, as long as TLT is holding up, or, rather the 10-year yield or the 30-year yield is what we're looking at now. As long as that is not really going substantially higher, I think the market will like it. The big risk here is if and when that goes higher. All right. So if this yield starts to break out, as they're doing QE, that's going to be a massive problem. But right now, the market's holding up okay. I mentioned this. Everybody and their mother was talking about the head and shoulders on TLT, and it is green today, so that's a positive. I do think it does retest 89 in the coming days, and that'll be a big test. Because if it clears that, that will make that pattern fail. And that could send bonds higher, which, again, could be good for the market. So just keep that in mind. But right now, 685 SPY is the big level. Qs, again, we talked about, 625. It's the same area relative to the spider, as you can see it, right? Hammered on it there. Tried to get above it, couldn't. Tried to get above it, couldn't. Got hammered on it there, hammered on it there, hammered on it all day today, or, post-Fed rather, and then boom. So those are your levels to watch. I talked about 255 IWM. That got hit. It pierced. I think it still could go to 260. We got the diamonds here up 1%. It's trying to close above 480 again. SMH new all-time highs here as well. SOX new all-time highs. And again, it's like NVIDIA. Every time NVIDIA is red, the rest of the sector is green, and vice versa. So NVIDIA NVIDIA red today with not QE coming in. So just keep that in mind. It has been a little softer. But this was a signal really all day. Notice how the market was choppy and it was red. And the semis were really strong and actually kind of just trending up even before the Fed. Kind of your signal here that the market was going to be okay. Same thing with the Russell and the transports. Transports up. about 3% right now, or they were up almost 3%, very close to new highs. I know the bulls will sit here and say, oh, see, that's a new bull market because the transports are making it happen. The transports have gone nowhere since 2021, so don't give me that. I don't even think it's that reliable of an indicator. The fact that they're up, though, is a good positive. IGV up 19 cents, so still kind of soft here. I believe we got Oracle after the bell. And yeah, let's just take a look at Oracle. So tomorrow. Actually looks pretty good. So Oracle, I'd say as long as it's holding honestly, as long as it's holding 215, it's fine. Really 200 I think might be a buy if it got down there. But maybe that's got a rebound in it finally. It's been selling off, ever since their last bogus earnings report. But I think 250 looks like a cap for that if that pumps. Anyway, XHB up 3%, very nice higher low there. IYR up 34 cents, nothing going on there. Banks holding up well, XLF up nicely. KRE led the tape all day long. That's new 52-week highs. Don't fight that. Broker dealers, just almost new all-time highs there. So market looking okay. XLV finally bouncing. Eli Lilly, look at that pullback there. That still has more to go, I think, though. On to energy here. Oil, this is interesting, so we're going to watch this. I've been bringing this up lately, but this keeps hammering on this trend line here, and we may have a higher low now. So if this curls back up tomorrow, it has a high chance of breaking. But we got to follow through to the upside here. XLE, again, continuing to inch up. XOP inching up. Nice little test candle today. And then OIH just off of 52-week highs, but still pretty strong. Dollar index down, as you might imagine. Little like micro bear inside bar there. And we'll be watching this on the weekly. Again, you still have this big fat W. I think you want to see it, right around 98 or so be like the lowest it wants to go. Maybe a sweep of that. Gold was all over the map, but it's trying to curl up here. You got a nice inside pattern. But the fact that it's barely above yesterday's high when they're doing QE is a little telling. Silver, on the other hand, that's at new highs here. I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face, but this is parabolic now. These moves all end the same way. Just be aware of that. And I'm not saying to short it. I'm just saying it's how they end. Platinum here down 1.74. Same thing with palladium here, down 2%. So a little softer on the alt metals. And copper up 1.5, so no real edge or difference there. Still, all in all, pretty much an inside day. On to Bitcoin. Interesting. We talked about how it was leading yesterday, or possible leading indicator yesterday. But yeah, flat today. Nothing really. This honestly, it's like you would never think the Fed happened today. So all over the map there. Working on a doji right now. ETH up. We did tag 30, basically 35, 34.50, right? There you go. So easy peasy right there, coinciding with that low as well. Just a lot of trend line convergence here. Solana inside day. So again, bottom line here, 685 has got a hold on any retests. And if so, I think the market's fine. So anyway, with that said, I'll wrap it up here. We'll keep it short and sweet today. You guys take care. Have a good one. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.